Assalamu alaikum and hello and good day. This is Mainul going live in another episode of Path to Success. So, wherever you're tuning in from, you're having a very lovely day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, if this is the first time you're watching me in social media, then please let me give some brief information about myself. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, but I've also studied, lived, and worked in Germany and Australia. Currently living in Melbourne, Australia, working here in a financial institution in the customer care as a customer care advisor. On the side, I run this digital business during my own time and at my own pace. I'm also a husband and a father, and obviously a digital business owner. And I help an owner and mentor, and I help people learn how to use various social media platforms and be able to run a comfortable digital business from anywhere in the world. So as usual, I have got my two co-hosts, Brother Amin from Sydney and Sister Fatima from Calgary, Canada. We have got a distinguished guest, Sister Fatun from Minnesota, the United States. So without further ado, I would now hand it over to Brother Amin. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you doing?
Walaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, brother. A good day, and assalamu alaikum to everyone who's joining us live or maybe watching us later. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Amin. Originally from Sri Lanka, been living in Sydney for almost 12, 13 years now. I'm an accountant by profession and also a proud digital business owner. Me and my wife, Xenia, who is also an accountant by profession, we both co-own our business, and we are still full-time employed, but running the business on the side with a view to, inshallah, retiring early. As Brother Mainul said, we are running it on our own pace, own time. It's smaller goals that we have, but we are very proud to be part of the global community of over 190,000 people. So, over to you, Sister Fatima, for your brief introduction as well, and then we'll go to Sister Fatun from Minnesota, our special guest today. Over to you, Sister Fatima. Assalamu alaikum.
You're mute, I think, sister.
Sister
Can you
Fatima,
unmute?
yeah.
No, sorry. I
We
think there
still
is
can't hear you. Yeah,
can't
Sister
hear.
Fatima, maybe see if you mic levels have been reduced. So until you get it fixed, we probably go to Sister Fatun. And Sister Fatun, please welcome to our show and thank you for your time. And today, I know you're
Just
a
for sister.
busy business
Mhm.
owner. So thank you so much for kind of agreeing to spend your precious time with us. So for those who don't know you and then watching you for the first time, could you please give us a brief introduction about yourself and tell us, what brought you to the online space and specifically our global online community. Assalamu
Okay.
alaikum, Mr. Fatima.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Brother Amin, Brother Mainul. It's my pleasure to be here with you too. I hope you can hear me. My name is
Yes.
Bertune. I am from Minnesota, United States. I'm a mom. I was originally from Kenya. I've been here for almost 18 years now. By profession, I'm a clinical social worker. I work as a school-based therapist. I provide mental health services to kids, school-age kids, and I'm a proud digital business owner. So Brother Amin has asked me what brought me to the digital space. It's that coming to this country, I had a dream. My dream was to get a good education and to be able to support my family back home. And that's what I did. I went to school, 4 years of undergrad, graduated. I went on and got a license, started working, and I felt like I was just passing by. Days were passing by. I was just working like full-time job with nothing to save. I was not able to support my family the way I wanted. So I didn't know, I did not want to lead that life. So I'm like, I thought about it. What else should I do? I need to do something else. And I did the only thing I knew was to get more education. So I went back to school and got a master's degree in clinical social work. And then I sat for a board exam, and I'm like, well, I have incurred debt, student debt. But then I felt like my life was the same, like chasing the same thing, doing the same thing every day. I have a job I love, but then when it comes to taking care of our parents home, taking care of my child here, and all that. Things were just difficult. And I'm like, no, this is not enough. I am a person who has a dream, and this is not what I'm dreaming about. I don't want to keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. So that's when I started looking for something else. When I came to this business, I was not looking for a business because I had no idea where to start a business. But I was looking for a side job, something I can do in the evenings or over the weekends while I'm spending time with my daughter. And I am so blessed. Alhamdulillah, I came across this business that does not require any experience or any, you don't have to be tech savvy, and you are part of a community. So that is why I joined this business. I did not ask lots of questions when I started. In our community, I hear people are skeptical, but I was looking for change, and I felt like this is where I can start, and I'm so glad I took that chance.
MashaAllah, it's an inspiring story. Thanks, Sister Fatima. I think it's a typical migrant story, right? All four of us today are
Yeah.
migrants. We've moved from wherever we're born, from our countries, looking for a better future, not for all our children, for ourselves, and also, being able to help our families back home as much as we can. So it's a typical migrant story. I'm sure there's lots of people who are in our shoes, who are waiting to, who are trying to figure out a way to, earn extra, or moving full time into a business that they can trust and they can engage in for the rest of their lives. So it is a great opportunity, and then we are fortunate to have people like you inspiring others as well, Sister Fatima. So we've got Sister Fatima back. As any live session can, sometimes can have technical difficulties. I hope, Sister Fatima, you fixed your problem with the mic now. Assalamu alaikum.
If you can hear me, then it's fixed.
Yes,
Walaikum
yes,
salam.
we can hear you.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I put myself on mute, and when I unmuted, it was not doing it. So I was like, okay, go out and come back in. So yeah, thankful I fixed. Yeah, so for those who are watching me for the first time, I am based out in Alberta, Canada. I've been here for 14 years. And I can relate so much with Sister Fartun's story, because I came here as a student. I came to do my PhD, and it was very busy. And PhD takes a really long time. It's here in North America, at least, minimum 5 to 6 years. So I was like, okay, I'm busy. Once PhD is done, it's going to get easier. I'll have more time for my kids. Like, I had my son towards the end of PhD, so I was like, okay, he's little. I want to be able to spend time with him. Then I was working in academia, and then COVID happened, and I moved into a remote position with a healthcare company where I have been for the past 3 years, and alhamdulillah for that. But still, I just don't find enough time for my kids. Like, they're growing, I'm missing out on time. Even if I'm physically there in the house, I'm still working, right? I'm busy with I'm on my computer doing stuff while he might be playing in the same room, but I'm not connecting with him. And I wanted to have that time to spend with the kids, where I'm not distracted, I'm not worrying about other things. And to do that, like to free up my time without losing income, I needed a side hustle. And that's where this business came into play, because I don't have a business background. So I wanted something that was a complete package, which would, allow me to run this business, like Brother Manuel said at the beginning, at my own pace, where there's, nobody's telling me you got to do this or got to, meet this quota or anything like that. It's my business. I'm running it at, what works for me. Some days I'm super busy. I don't have any time to devote to it. Then I'll catch up on weekends and stuff like that. So, and then the training and everything provided, the support that the community has in this business just was, amazing, and I haven't looked back. So, I'm here for the past few years, and it's been growing good, alhamdulillah. We have people who are looking for a change coming and checking this out. So, it's been good.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for sharing that as well, sister. So a little bit from my side as well. I also came to this country as a student, did my PhD, and realized that the salaries that we get as after, we don't need to pay tax, but whatever we used to get is just enough to get by. not to thrive well. So I used to work as a freelancer during my free time to have some additional income because I could not commit for a second job anyways, just because of the way it is, because there's no fixed time that I had to be in the lab, and my work was lab based. Anyway, so then after finishing the PhD, I also had that same sort of feelings that okay, maybe things are going to be a little bit easier, but it gets a lot more difficult, difficult in the way the academic setup is actually. Don't want to go much into the depth, but what I mean that's I realized that this is potentially not what I wanted to do, because that life that necessarily doesn't have to be like that. During that time, COVID hit. I went back to my home country. I was there for 3.5 years, and it was good that I had that little bit of freelancing experience. I had the other experience of I had the other experience of I freelancing, and then I got the skills of working online, building relationship that helped me to move to a new profession. This is customer care, where again I do now interact with people, and this is where my times are fixed. I don't need to work over the schedule or anything like that. That's not expected. So, yeah, I'm quite fine right now. And on the side, I'm doing this business. So, sister, when you're doing this, you are researching and you are trying to find out that, I should be doing a business. Maybe you've come across many other platforms. So, why did you choose this one, Sister Fartun? Over to you.
Well, I choose this because of the community. When I came in, I found out we will be part of a community, and I needed that support as a person who had no experience in doing business. I needed that. I needed a community. The other thing that attracted this to me was, is it a legitimate business? Is it a business where I can pay my taxes? As we said, we are all professionals here, and we want to work with people who have integrity. And that's what I found with this business. It's legitimate. As a Muslim, another thing that was important to me is this halal. Is this, what is this going to look like? Is it halal? And it checked all the boxes that I needed. So that's why I chose this business over the other things that are out there in social media.
Okay. Sister Fatun, quick question to you as well. There's a lot of, especially ladies who've never done a job. They they don't want to go out. They want to be with their family, but still they've not done a business before. For those, especially those stay-at-home moms who are following us, wanting to do something, wanting to contribute to their family's income as a whole while being at home, what's your advice to these ladies who are still very scared? They've never worked outside, never done a job, never done a business. What's your advice to them with regards to our global platform and how they should approach it?
I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for stay-at-home mom who want to spend more time with their families. That is something that has attracted to a lot of us to this business, because we wanted more time with our families. And if you are a stay-at-home mom, if you are someone who is maybe homeschooling their kids, who want to instill their lifestyle to their kids, this is a business for you, because you get to do it from the comfort of your home. The other thing is that you do not require experience. You don't have to have a certificate, or you don't have to be a college graduate. All of us here are professionals, but none of us had business experience. I, for sure, did not have any business experience, right? So with our business, we provide step-by-step training that will allow you to learn the skills to manage this business. You will have a mentor and a coach to guide you. You will be part of a community that you can reach out to any of us, and will be willing to help you. All four of us here don't know each other like in person. I don't know if Brother Mainul and Amin met in person, but we just met through this business, right? So
Absolutely. Yeah.
you are part of a community, and the support is there. We have lots of stay-at-home moms. We have people who have walked away from the traditional jobs, from their professionals, and are spending time with their kids right now because of this business. So I would say, if you are a stay-at-home mom, I get it. I get it. You are skeptical, right? Do your research, do your due diligence, ask us the questions you have. But I think this is the opportunity for you to showcase your skills and while also raising your kids.
Thank you, Sister Fatun. I think um, for those who are like watching us and then following us, and if you're trying to figure out, okay, what do we need to do? We don't understand what needs to be done. That's why we invite everyone to watch our global webinar, right?
Mhm.
It's happening live. You can watch as many webinars you want. The content is same, but then it's run by different people. Unlike other businesses where only two people run it for the last 2 or 3 years and they vanish. It's not like that. So we are real people doing it every week, twice a week, live. People can join. So why we always tell even a stay-at-home mom who has not done a job before, who has not done any business before, could start their own global business is that we got a world-class mentoring and coaching program, right?
Mhm.
And we have a global platform with tools, the systems and processes. Everything is done for you. You don't have to spend your time, money, and energy trying to figure out what to sell and how to set up your web page and things like that. And on top of that, we have an amazing online dedicated training resource platform where you can access it from anywhere in the world as long as you have a smartphone and a some kind of internet access. So you can do it even while watching your kids play in the playground or while they watching their training sessions, be it swimming or basketball or soccer or whatever. And then on top of everything else, we have this amazing global community of people from all walks of life, migrants and people from different continents and different professional and non-professional backgrounds who've come together and supporting each other. So that's why we always tell people, don't worry, we are here to help you. Just make the decision to start your journey, and then rest of it inshallah will fall into place. But it needs your effort as well. So Sister Fatima, I'm sure you also have some questions to Sister Fatima as well. Over to you.
Yeah. No, thank you. So, Sister Fartun, you said, right, you never had any business experience and none of us had. Can you elaborate a bit more about the training? Like, how is the training provided? And, do we need to have really good English understanding to be able to follow the training? And, a little bit more about it.
Yeah. Our training is designed in a way anyone can follow. It's video based, step by step. We tell you what to do, where to start, and we teach you how to set up your business to begin with. Like, you can set up your business within 2 weeks using our training. And after that, it's video based. You can have it in your language if you wanted to. There are softwares that we provide that you can translate videos for you and the writings for you. So language barrier is not an issue with our business because we train you how to do social media marketing. We teach you all these skills and we provide all the tools. Our training is set up in a way you can go on your own pace. Like, you're not expected to join the business today and master all the skills within this week or within the couple of months. You can take it your own pace. If you want to go slower, you can do that. If you want to go a faster pace, you can do that. You just follow on your own, and it's video based. So when you go through the training, and if you have questions, then you have a mentor who can
Yeah.
support you. Then you have a coach to reach out to, right? So our training, when I joined, it took me 2 weeks to go through the training. English is
Okay.
not my
Yeah.
first language either, but
Yeah.
I know the language, right? But that was not what helped me. It was the videos and how to do it, because
Hmm.
I only had Facebook for years, but I never used it. I didn't know how to use Facebook. Like, I was just posting pictures of my family during Eid and saying Eid Mubarak to family members, nothing. Like, I
Right.
didn't know anything about setting up a business on Facebook. And
Yeah.
I was able to do that with our training within 2 weeks. I was up
Wow.
and running my business within 2 weeks. So like, that is the classic thing I love about our business. It's
Yeah.
the training that teaches you how to use all these tools.
Yeah, no, that's amazing that you were up and running in 2 weeks. And like you said, everybody goes at their own pace. For me, it took a little bit longer because I didn't have time during the, weekdays to work on it. So when you're initially setting something up, you do need to find a little bit more time, right? Because this is something very new. So I was working on the training mostly weekends. So, I wasn't, it took me longer than 2 weeks for sure, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. But I was like, I'm not racing against anybody. It's me. I'm just doing it for me. So thank you for sharing that. Over to you, Brother Manuel.
Yeah, so for me, it's a very useful skill because a lot of people want to start a business, but they don't know actually what kind of business, what the skills and tools are needed. In case of offline business, it would be in a country like Australia or US or Canada, where we three are based in. You probably would need thousands of dollars to start your business. I mean, either you pay it on your own, or you get a personal loan potentially, or a business loan, something like that, and then you run it for over many years to pay it off. Now, that's the first thing you have to ensure. You would have to ensure licensing, because obviously to run a business you need to get your various licenses. Then if doesn't matter whether it's a service based or it's a product based business. In case of service based, obviously if you would be working online or even in an offline space, of you have to hire an office space. And if you would be working online, you would require a lot of tools and technologies, subscribe to different online platform. If it is an inventory based business, a lot of work regarding or choosing the third party who is going to provide you with the inventory, maintenance, stock, store, package, label, ship it. So it's a huge lot of work, which is often very hard to run alongside your full-time job, alongside family commitments, because that is going to be a huge commitment and huge cost. Now, what I find, often people, they want to start a business but they feel no commitment is needed from their side. So this is we try to educate you people, this is free education as well from this session through our webinar as well, that a real business would require you to work, would require you to invest. But here you have the bare minimum, whatever the investment is. We are everyday people, all four of us. None of us are like super extraordinary, super rich. So it is affordable to start a business. Then on the other side, that the time, we all have few time after our full-time job or whatever, and most of the time the life as it is, we all have a virtual reality. Even if we don't do a lot of things in social media, people just keep watching their friends, families, or YouTube or whatever they want to do. Okay, that's what they do. So the average people spend 2 hours per day on social media doing nothing basically, and often getting frustrated at the end of the day that, hey, I spent 3 hours today doing nothing. So the point is, we have learned a very, very useful skill that is very suitable. You can take it anywhere you go. Doesn't matter you have to be restricted to a geographical location. And then, as well as that, it could go beyond your retirement age. I mean, average life expectancy in this country is quite good, so people usually are even very healthy after the retirement age, and you would still have an income source. And on top of it, when you age, you can't work, you have the opportunity to leave it to your children if they want to take it over. So this is because we, in our business power, we have a policy of leaving a legacy as well. So it's a full packed, well thought out business model, has been established and is being maintained, a proven system by experts, but the participants are not experts. We have been trained, and then we have learned the skill like anything else that we have learned, like a degree, like moving to one country to another, like driving. So it's not something that is rocket science, that is very difficult to learn. If you have the willingness to learn, be realistic, set up realistic expectations, and then they gather information what is needed, do your due diligence. We are here to help. So how did it change, Sister Fortune, you personally? You have mentioned a little bit, so but a little summary of that, how this business, on top of your professional skills and degrees, how did it help you to grow as a person?
One thing I learned from this business, I got a lot of personal development. I was not someone who had a lot of confidence in herself before I joined this business, even though I was a professional. So I feel like my self confidence has increased. I am able to come to social media and speak to people and address an audience now, and that's due to this business. Our training provides that, we provide you that. So personal development is first, and then the income that I got from this side, from this business, it has been a huge support to my family. And
Yeah.
the friendship I created, the people I met through this community is just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and just before I transfer to Brother Amin and Sister Fatima, for me it helped me. One is earning, created a room for changing my profession, because if I did not have this second skill, I probably wouldn't be able to get out of this academic jail, which I have escaped successfully. And I have been able to create some other avenues, because I realized this is so powerful. You could be at home and you can be anywhere in the world and do the things that you want in a lawful, legit, legal, halal way. So that is a very, very powerful skill. I think hardly any other skill would enable people to do it without being so much tech savvy, because you can do a lot of things from home, but many of those would require you to be a little bit tech savvy or something like that. So yeah, what do you, Brother Mean?
Thank you, Brother Mainul. Thank you, Sister Fatima, so much for your time today, precious time, spending it for the sake of others, educate others. So we invite everyone, if they have not watched one of our webinars, register. It doesn't matter where you register, under whom. All four of us are here to support. You choose who you want to, go with, and then get the help. It doesn't mean that if you go with one of us, the others will not help you. We are there to help you as a community as well, right? So it's all up to you. One thing I want to tell people who are very curious about what we do, I mean, we have an amazing business model, but it doesn't include chasing behind people, no door-to-door selling, no advertising of products. It's no Amazon. It is not cryptocurrency. We are not selling potions and lotions and creams and all that. We don't have to have parties to give samples to induce people to buy stuff from us. There's no buying and selling involved. You don't have to have your garage full of products that waiting to be sold. You don't have to transport and deliver it and all that. It's an amazing experience for all of us who are doing this business, because it's one of a kind business. So I'm telling you to be curious. Come join one of our webinars, take the next step, join our global community. It's risk free. You can join our global community, see what's happening, see the success of over 190,000 people, and also get the detailed business plan. Get all that information, do your own research, and then make a decision. It's all up to you. I mean, we can show you the path. If you kind of see, oh no, I don't want to be successful, that's up to you. But also understand there's thousands and thousands of people in our community who've been hesitant to join us later, and then said, oh, I should have made that decision 2 years ago or 1 year ago. So don't be that person who will regret later on. Get in touch with us, get more information, and start your global digital business owner journey soon, and don't leave it for later. So with that thought, thanking again Sister Fatima as well, also Brother Mainul. Over to you, Sister Fatima, before we move to Brother Mainul for the closing of today's session. Thank you all. Have a blessed week ahead.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you everyone for sharing, your thoughts and how you have changed when you came into this business. And I think it's happened to every one of us, right? So like when I came in, I was also like social media shy person. I was not even active on my profile. Like I hadn't posted for years before I came into this. So the first thing when my husband asked me when he saw this was, it's on social media, are you sure you are going to be able to do it? And I said, let me try it. If I'm not comfortable with it, I won't. But like Sister Fartoon said, we have our training that also helps you with your personal development. So you get confident, you get comfortable, you are willing to push yourself from your comfort zone and try new things. And that's how, we are all here now. We're live and talking to others and inspiring, because that shouldn't be something to hold you back from this opportunity which has changed thousands of people's life. Like I feel like you should have faith in yourself, be willing to give it a try, and like brother Amin said, come in with an open mind, come and check everything out, and then decide if this is for you or not. Like, that decision has to come from you. We are willing to help you move forward, but that first step has to come from you. So yeah, take action, move forward. We are here to support you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sister Fatun, Brother Amin, and Sister Fatima. I now wrap up the session. So I hope that you found some value, some information. If you are seriously looking for a change and want to work on a side hustle or maybe full-time from home and looking for a business, then this is a powerful business, and you have all the supports that is available for your lifetime. This is incredible. People from so many different professions, so many different backgrounds are working because it has satisfied them, and it has got all the licenses, the registration that is needed to run the business, and that's why we're doing it. Otherwise probably we wouldn't have done it as well. Now so on that note, this is broadcasted to all of our pages. After this session, you can reach out to each of us in our pages, or just register yourself in our websites with your name and email. We'll be sending you the webinar link. So this is, I think, the last episode before the Ramadan comes. So Ramadan Kareem in advance. Let's prepare for it, and let us become better humans, inshallah. Okay, through the Ramadan, and look after each other. Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Have a nice weekend. Jazakallah khair. Take care.
Wa alaikum salam. Take care.